heat exchangers have always been an excellent choice for those who want a powerhouse machine and a smaller footprint and at a smaller price point than a flagship dual boiler machine. That said, they haven't always been this beautiful and this much of a joy to use. Profitec has been perfecting the art form for a decade now, with machines like the Pro 400 creating a notable resurgence in demand for heat exchangers in a period dominated by PID'd dual boilers. The Profitec Jump can be considered a spiritual successor to the 400, taking an excellent machine and not only giving it a fresh coat of paint, or steel more accurately, but also giving it some nice quality of life improvements. Hi, I'm Charles with Clive Coffee. In this video, I'll be going over some of our favorite things about the new Profitec Jump, but first, let's cover some specs. The Profitec Jump is a heat exchanger machine with a beefy 1.6 liter steam boiler with an internal temp probe and PID. It uses a quiet vibratory pump and draws water from its 2.8 liter internal reservoir. It has an impressively small footprint of just 17.6 by 9 inches, and it stands at just 14.6 inches tall, allowing it to fit on just about any countertop or bar and beneath even the lowest of overhead cabinets. For the uninitiated, heat exchangers use their steam boiler to produce steam, big surprise, as well as to produce hot water for brewing. They do this using a line that pulls water from the reservoir and passes through the steam boiler, heating water as it heads to the group head. It does this at a precise rate to deliver water at an appropriate brewing temperature. In older heat exchangers, this was almost always locked in at around 200 degrees, and this is a great time to touch on our favorite things about the Profitec Jump. First is the temperature control switch. This functions the same way on the Profitec Jump as it does on the Pro 400, but I still think it's a great design choice. So, how does it work? Essentially, the switch allows you to toggle between 3 temperature settings for the machine's steam boiler, these temperatures being 248, 255, and 262 degrees Fahrenheit. The higher the temperature in a steam boiler, the more pressure it produces, which is great for getting extra steaming power when you need to knock out a couple of large lattes. At the same time, changing steam boiler temperature also changes brew temperature, but the relationship isn't one-to-one. These 3 settings translate to about 195, 200, and 208 degree brew temperatures, respectively. Now, other heat exchangers, including Profitec's own Pro 500, have a digital PID display that allows for single-digit control over temperature in the steam boiler. But since this only indirectly and somewhat inaccurately controls brew temperature, there's not a ton of value in having precise control here. That's not what you came to a heat exchanger for anyway. Though it might be lower tech, to me, the temperature control switch is a more honest, efficient, and convenient way of controlling your heat exchanger brew temperature. 1 for dark roasts, 2 for everything else, and 3 for when you need raw steaming power. I've already touched on it, but I can never really get over the Jump's small size. Also, once you've experienced the power to size ratio of this little thing, you just can't help but have some respect for it. Coming in stock with wood furniture is always a nice touch, but we also love the design Profitec has developed for the portafilter and joysticks. They're minimal yet thoughtful and give this machine a presence and personality. We also love that Profitec has kept the dual gauge from the Pro 400. It looks neat, and it also keeps the face of the machine just a little cleaner. In keeping with that, we also love the new power toggle button, which has a satisfying click to it, and the very low-key display built into the front for managing settings and displaying your shot time. Built-in shot timers are a must-have for me. Touching the scale to start the timer just feels barbaric at this point. All in all, we love the Profitec Jump for being such a powerful, reliable, and capable machine in such a small package. And its good looks don't hurt either. For more videos on coffee gear and espresso experiments, tap subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.